listen. This is all we do around here, Barts, these days with the training camp is talk about guys who aren't there, right? Mm-hmm. And the guy's not there in Cincinnati and Trey Hendrickson and Shemar Stewart. Mm-hmm. I mean, listen, Joe Burrow basically put everybody in Cincinnati's front office on notice. Did he, as soon as the season was over, right? He's like, hey, the Eagles are keeping everybody.
Yeah, how do they do it? Why can't we figure it out?
Why can't we figure everybody out? And then they signed Jamar Chase and they signed T. Higgins, which is great. Joe's got to be happy about that. And then it's like, what was the number last year? How many games did they lose when they scored 30-something points?
So I had it wrong. They were 0-4 when scoring 33 or more.
Usually should be the inverse of that.
You should win all of those.
You should win all those games. But the defense, we all know, was the issue. And the fact that Trey Hendrickson's not there, and then they also drafted somebody to help rush the passer in Shemar Stewart, and he's not there because of something going on with the language in the contract. So now it's Joe's turn to chime in on this. You think he wants to be talking about this? Absolutely not. So Burrow was asked about the guys who were not there.
Yeah, obviously disappointing. You know, you'd like to have all your guys out there day one to try to build that cohesion that I was talking about earlier. But it's not how it usually works out. You know, it's a business, and that is how it's gone.
Wow.
Jeez.
That was a sigh.
Wow.
I mean, on the sigh meter, that's 10 of 10, right? 9 of 10? He was choosing his words carefully because he definitely knows that his words have weight. Well, he's going to have to wait. Dude.
You could say they're in this situation because of Joe, though. Like,
hold on a second now.
They could have franchised T. Higgins, given Chase the money, and they would have had it left over for Trey.
Now, listen, you don't. Come on, man.
That's just a fact.
Is it really? You have the numbers in front of you. You know the full cap situation. You're Mr. Chris.
I'm using logic.
Spot track.
I'm using logic.
No, I know you're using logic.
You didn't have to sign both wide receivers, right? Obviously, you take Jamar Chase. He's one of the best in the league.
You have to do that for
But
Joe
you
Burrow.
could have franchised T. Higgins. Would have pissed off T. Higgins, but you could have done that.
But you could have
and paid Trey Hendrickson.
Or you could probably pay everybody. You know what I mean?
Again,
the Shemar Stewart stuff is language. The Shemar Stewart stuff is a contractual language. Let's put that aside. But we don't know. I have no idea what Burrow's contract out was all laid out, whether he took less money so they could spend other places in the next couple of years. We have no idea. I don't know. I'm sure Joe knows a lot more than he's letting on right now. That is for damn sure. He wants Trey Hendrickson there. He wants Trey Hendrickson and Shemar Stewart there. He wants them rushing the passer, and you could say, well, Mike Brown wants that too. And the general manager and the head coach wants it too. And will it happen before week one? I think it will. Although with the Bengals, that's the only one. That's the wild card. That's the one. You know, Mike Brown is old school. I think he was the only one who voted against making replay permanent. Back in the day, where he was one of the only two. I should be more buttoned up on that if I'm going to throw that out as a fact. But I don't know. There's always money in the banana stand when you talk about salary cap. You can always rework this. You can always rework that. It's just, do you want to set a new precedence? Do you want to spend all that money on somebody that is that age? Do you want to, worry about the end of the contract?
But you have to have the cash to put aside.
There's that, too. We were always wondering about the cash flow situation of the Bengals.
Always.
But we don't know if that's true or not either. But we all know exactly when we'll know when that signing happens, right? What happens if we're not on the air? Should we, Jason Feller, should we make the Velcro sound noise available to all of our listeners and viewers so whenever that happens, they could just play it for their friends? I don't want the breaking. If it happens, if Trey Hendrickson gets signed or Shemar Stewart comes back,
we have to be
on the air. I don't want to hear the breaking news. I don't want to hear the my eyes. I don't want to hear the Pacino breaking news. It's that noise. Okay.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.